Hey, Chris here, and thanks for watching this video. So I'll be showing you how we're creating hyper-targeted online billboard ads for HVAC service providers and using perfect ads to get the best leads at the lowest cost possible. But first of all, let me tell you what we'll be covering. I don't know if you can relate, but I have met countless business owners who've been burned in the past, hate anything to do with SEO, Google, Facebook, or anything you've tried in the past may not have worked. So we'll talk about exactly how you can prevent getting burned and blowing up your budget and losing money by being hyper relevant. And I'll tell you more of what I'm talking about. Second thing I'll tell you about is how to generate highly relevant clicks but pay less than the market, okay? And how to generate, or excuse me, how to guarantee you get the highest quality of leads possible in your market every single time. How you can have this system launched with minimal risk. So let's talk about something we're familiar with, billboard ads. So I know this is a plumbing thing, but I think this really drives the point home, and it was kind of funny to me too. So millions, maybe billions of dollars are spent on them, every single year. They're everywhere, especially on major highways, and they work, right? So people are spending money on it month after month, but they are expensive. And why are they expensive? Because you're paying for the high traffic. There's tons of traffic going along these highways, and there's, that's generally where we see the billboards at, but they're not very relevant to even most of the people that are driving by, right? All these different cars, over here, and, they might not even be one person looking for a billboard or for your services in HVAC. So, this person might be looking, they have a cat, they're probably looking for a cat sitter. This person's probably looking for a dog sitter. This person is perhaps, looking for a dentist, and then maybe somebody over here, they're probably looking for, something else. So maybe, just maybe, there's one person right over here who might just be looking for a ventilation system cleaner or an AC repair person who's, on duty. So yippee, they're happy, it works. They spend $5,000 and they're happy they made $1,000 more, like $6K they brought in, right? So, but what if we increase relevancy? What if we can segment people just perfectly? What if we can put the billboard on their own street that we can pinpoint and say, what we know is that people with dogs drive by here and they're looking for a dog sitter. The next one, people are looking for having their plumbing problems fixed. They drive along here. This other part, people are looking for a dentist and they drive by here. So every single time you're going to see, they're going to be profitable and at much lower cost. See, the billboard is going to cost the same, physically at least, but they're going to be much more relevant and therefore a much higher ROI, return on investment, yeah? Well, guess what? Online traffic works in the same way. So this is what a typical online traffic highway looks like. So let's start over here on the left. Okay, so you have a ton of people that are searching for help in HVAC. So you have fewer people that are searching for HVAC in New York. And then you break it down further, so you have HVAC Brooklyn, Bronx, HVAC Staten Island, maybe you have furnace repair, Queens. These are the boroughs that most people are familiar with out of New York City, and that's what I'm using to simplify here, all right? But then you take it a step further, so people here in Brooklyn, they might be searching for, Brooklyn HVAC expert, 24-hour furnace repair Brooklyn, fast furnace repair Brooklyn, furnace repair Brooklyn reviews, West Brooklyn HVAC, Imagine getting a lot more, specific, hundreds of keywords just in Brooklyn that real potential customers search online for your services with. So what if you're able to segment it even more, right? So make it even more relevant. You have the perfect online traffic highways available already. That's what's happening. People are putting in different search terms. Someone's looking for the top furnace repair service provider in Brooklyn. Someone's looking for best HVAC repair in Brooklyn. And if you put in the perfect ad that they have in mind every single time, then this happens. You get more spots. You get more streets with traffic. You get with the perfect ad. So your ad is relevant every single time. So imagine having the most relevant ad, okay, in front of every searcher, every visitor, every single time. That's what magic starts to happen. That's when you start getting the benefit of getting clicks at the lowest cost possible. That's when you don't end up blowing your budget and saying, hey, you know what? Online doesn't work. It doesn't work because people are doing, this stuff silly. They're doing, look, this is what they're doing when, this is what they should be doing. All right, let me show you what I mean. Drag this over here real quick. Okay, and Google rewards this. So Google rewards these people that are running perfect ads. So for example, all on 4 dental implants Seattle, okay? I'm sharing this with you because the dental space is relatively competitive. There are people putting in different ad copies. So if I'm doing a search for all on 4 dental implants Seattle, what is Google going to put in front of the searcher? What I like to call an online billboard, a search result. Whatever you want to call it, this is an ad, right? So it's going to put the most relevant ad in front of the person, which is here. We can see this ad has 4 or 5, I'm sorry, right here. This one has 4 or 5 out of 6 keywords entered on here. All on 4 implant, okay? Versus, all on 4 dental implants. So both of these have a good portion of this, and I can bet you that these guys are paying less than these guys because the company is more relevant. And Google rewards relevancy. Pretty much at our time and place in life, it's now common sense after studies and case studies this is why this person who's at the top spot is showing up the highest. The one down here, yeah, okay, the one down here, they only have, dental implant. They're not really as specific right here. So I'll bet they're paying a lot more than the next competitors that are up here. So this one is more relevant, okay? So Google is smart enough to know that this ad at the top is pretty relevant as well. So the most relevant, the point I'm getting at, the most relevant always wins. So the less relevant might be paying $3, $4 per click. This one's probably paying $10. Then this one's probably paying $6 since they're a little bit lower. So I don't remember, Google's probably rated at $300, $400 billion at this point, I think. They're worth so much money just because of relevance. So do you think Google is going to be worth $300, $400 billion if people search for furnace repair and dental services showed up? Heck no. No one is going to use them, right? And that's why Google is worth so much. Let's get this back out of here real quick. That's why they're worth so much. Because they have all the high risk available. People are just not taking the time to create the perfect billboards. Let's bring this back over here. I wanna bring home another point here. We see here that only one of the ads is relevant as can be. It's all the way at the top. Well, it could be more relevant actually, but they haven't done that. So you're probably familiar with search results. Sometimes you'll see a map listing here, and that's the local map listing. And then you have search results down here, which is what I call the organic search results. You've probably heard that before too, but just look at these search results and how relevant they are. The searcher is seeing so many of these results because they are all relevant. All on 4, all on 4, all on 4. And that's what the searcher wants, and that's what these search results, that's how they're designed, is to do that. Whereas with ads, look at this. Everyone is just missing the beat because it's a lot of work, okay? It's a lot of work to create the perfect ads every single time. Get down here real quick. Okay, there's something I want to show you. So this is exactly what we do, which allows us to blow the competition out of the water. We've got a special software that was developed just to create this perfect ad copy for the searcher every single time. So when someone searches, they put in this is just a lot of stuff that we've done. You know, they put in Tulsa structured settlement, Omaha structured settlement, you know, Oakland structured settlement. You know, we're hitting them up with a perfect billboard every single time. You know, let me show you another example. Okay, Buffalo structured settlement, Buffalo structured settlement. And you can see that someone searching for that keyword, you know, they would see this ad, and it makes sense that that would actually show up. Again, Madison structured settlement over here, Madison structured settlement in the ad copy now makes this a more relevant item to appear in search results. So I know we're HVAC specific, but I wanted to show you a campaign from another industry that rocked it out. So you know that I'm not full of fluff here, okay? I can apply this to any industry, really, and the fundamentals are the same no matter where I go. I just choose to get specific on the industry I work with because I know I can deliver results. So this is how we are bringing in the perfect ad or perfect billboard, you know, the perfect online ad in front of the ideal person every single time, which allows us to have the highest click-through rate. So I don't want to confuse you too much. I know I've shown you a Google AdWords account for a different industry than what I serve, and for good reason. So I don't want to get too technical on you, but bear with me here. See, what basically happens is Google rewards relevancy. So obviously you can see from the search results the most relevant ones who are showing up everywhere and the highest, but let me show you a quick infograph on, you know, how this works. So if your relevance is super high, then your click-through rates are going to also be super high, as people are more likely to click on your ad because you're serving their exact need. So remember, 60% of your quality score is determined by Google, by your click-through rate. So if your quality score is really high, then that means that your ad is going to show up much higher, leading to more potential buyers clicking on your ad, resulting in you're receiving the lowest cost in advertising possible. So this shows you that you have the first position, okay? And that means that your ad is going to show up much higher, leading to more potential buyers clicking on your ad, resulting in you're receiving the lowest cost in advertising possible. You know, your quality score is so high, just to illustrate, you're maybe paying around $1.60. Whereas someone who isn't well-versed, okay, their unique approach is they don't have what we have. They're attempting to run Google AdWords. Their quality score is really low. They're paying $5 a click, maybe $10 down here. Clearly sending out a ton of money, but they're showing up at the very end. I mean, just losing the budget. This is why people say, oh, I'm blowing my budget. Oh, it doesn't work, and so on. I'm not showing this to you for kicks, okay? This is my business, and I'm showing you that this works because I have done it, and I have done it a lot more than once. So this is how you get clicks at the lowest cost possible, by being super relevant and by genuinely serving people where they're looking for your services, which boils down to meeting people where they're at and where they perceive that they need you the most. Okay, another amazing thing happens when you do stuff like this. So when you begin targeting the long tail keywords, meaning the more specific phrases instead of the generic one-word search terms, what happens is you start serving people and meeting them with your ad on exactly what they're looking for and where they're looking for it. So for example, let's say the searcher's looking for, you know, black 10-speed beach cruiser. Okay, so if your ad says exactly that, they're much more likely to be drawn to your ad. And you know what? These long tail keywords have much lower search volume, yes. Yet if you're creating hundreds of different ads with a long tail phrase in nature, your ad is much more likely to be clicked upon, and you're much more likely to capture the majority of the market share thanks to that long tail search term you're showing up for. This is where the real money is at. This is where you get the lowest cost per click possible, which means you're charged less per click, and guess what? You get the highest quality leads because someone who is searching for black 10-speed beach cruiser is much more likely to buy something specific like that. Whereas someone who's looking for, you know, something that's generic like bicycle. Okay, they could be a researcher, somebody researching bicycles. They could be a person thinking about what a bicycle looks like, you know, a marketer or an artist. They could be looking for clip art about a bicycle. You know, maybe there's some kid looking for bicycle YouTube videos with unicorns flying on them or cats or something, you know? So yes, with the shorter words, you can get more search volume more quickly, but you end up paying a large portion of your marketing budget since every other digital marketing person is trending to do something like this. So no one is really attacking the market from this angle down here. They're just not. There's no one is really utilizing the software that I know is capitalizing by creating highly detailed ad groups and ad copy. So we leverage this proprietary software, and that's why you see this takes a ton of time to set up, and we all know that time is money. Setting up Google AdWords requires campaign structuring. It requires keywords, ad group structuring, which when I first started, it was extremely convoluted and highly complex. Yet we have a software dedicated to doing exactly this. So I hope that campaign demonstration was useful for you. And I can go deeper into this and, I can tell you how it's done. I can respect that you may or may not be that technical. Let's not get confused. Let's jump on the phone if you'd like to know more. So here's a quick case studies. Everyone starts somewhere, and well, here's one of the industries when we got started in digital marketing. Okay, past clients, extremely challenging space for a marketer like me. I wanted to prove that I could handle one of the most extremely challenging industries. So it makes sense to say now that these results aren't typical, This is the real world of marketing, but keep in mind that I'm proving my worth before asking for someone's business, and I've earned my stripes in this industry already. Look, this campaign has over 8,000 ad sets, okay? This is only because of the proprietary software that I have. And here's a happy client, they're informing us of how they're doing and being open to our dialogue. So I hope this made sense for you, and I know your jaw must be dropping right now. So jump on the phone with me, contact me back, as I would love to speak with you. I'm a business owner, you're a business owner, so I'm not going to send you to one of my sales guys. I'm looking for a partner. And we don't work with everybody. We're exclusively looking for the aggressive business, the one in your area that wants to grow and dominate your marketplace. As a subject matter expert and having worked with HVAC in the past, we know what works. We'll test the marketplace and see if what worked in one other place is working for you as well, or if we got to tweak it a little bit. So we share the risk to get the reward of the long-term partnership. Okay, we take the marketing off of your hands, and all you fund is the ad spend. So there is a setup fee to begin, and if we get started working together in the next 48 hours, I'll waive the first month's account management fee. So basically, you're getting a free month of work out of my company as a thank you for taking action quickly. So this setup fee isn't a chump move either. I don't know if you've ever gone to a sign up for a gym membership, and they tell you how much it is monthly, and then they hit you with, oh, and it's $200 down. And I don't think I'm the only one who's ever asked, why am I paying $200 down? What's it for? And the sales guy hits me back with, I don't know, you just got to pay it. We are a company that can offer real results. There are real costs associated with getting a campaign like this set up, so we can go to bat for and on your behalf of getting, on both of our behalves, to getting more opportunities to expand your bottom line. And we have a no contract guarantee, so you can cancel anytime. But you have to understand that this is a long-term play, and we expect that when you get started, you're also committing to the long haul. So to give your business the fighting chance it deserves, you really can cancel at any time. We're expecting that you're going to give us a good 90 days to let us test your marketplace and ensure that we've got a good population size to work with. We'll find what keywords or search terms are more ideal for your area. Especially if we're changing seasons or we're in a weird weather pattern, we need to know those transition points and whether we need to run a heating campaign with an AC campaign together, those little nuances that really make a difference in the business you generate and the audience you're targeting. And if we can't deliver, then there's no point in, going long term. We're transparent here. We want to serve your business for years to come. That opportunity begins now. Call now. So I hope that helps. Once again, to review, we've covered in this video how to prevent getting burned and blowing up your budget with Google, SEO, Facebook, or anything that you've tried in the past by being super relevant. I went through how to generate highly relevant clicks, but pay less than your market. We went over that. I showed you how to guarantee you get the highest quality of leads possible in your market by showing you the target of long tail, and then how you can have this launched with minimal risk. I went over that as well. So, okay, so contact us. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Take care and have a nice day.